Evening guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all been good. Definitely read the comments on the last video. Next one I'm coming up after this will be a full day of eating, and much different actually to the last ones. I'll be getting a bit more of a scientific rationale behind when I'm eating particular foods, why I'm eating them then, and just the choices I'm making in terms of my macronutrients in regards to optimizing my nutrition for my prep. But anyway, let's talk about what this whole video is about, which is my update of the 14 weeks out, or is it 13 weeks out? I'm not sure. It'll be in the title, but I think it's 14 weeks out. So body weight for the week started off at around 77.9, so slowly coming down after that diet break, after the 1 rep max testing and all that CNS fatigue, the water loading that kind of came as a consequence of the 1 rep max testing, as well as going into my previous mesocycle that I had at like the start of my prep, which just had way too much volume for me to be able to like kind of handle this late into the prep. So weight was up kind of. I did then 77.9 to 77.5. I know, it actually went 77.7, 77.9. Then I went down to 77.5. Felt horrendous on that Wednesday morning. So I had a refeed Wednesday of 3,500 calories. Actually, I had a bit more that time. I had 3,700, so I had about 640 grams of carbs, 180 protein, about 50 grams of fat, which was great actually. Felt really good the next day. I was back up at that 77.9, so which is kind of a healthy amount that you want to be up post refeed. Then that next day was actually my birthday. Worked that day, did work, then I had some Mexican that night, had some cake. I actually saved my training for the night time to do deadlifts and all that, because it was back day, so I could have all my carbohydrates, most of my calories predominantly around that, so I could kind of enjoy that time with my family. Well, as a consequence of eating so late, weighed in the next morning at 78.4, and with that current weight we had my readings and stuff done like for my body fat, and it came in around 8.7% body fat as of that morning, and that was based on an extremely high. And then the next day after that, body weight came back down, shot back down actually to 77.7 I believe, and then all the way back down to 76.7 the following day. So yeah, the body weight exceptionally went back down for like the last few days, but like that's water. If the majority of the loss was due to muscle or fat, like that would not really be ideal, because that means the rate of fat loss is a bit too high, and we're going to be just being detrimental towards the training. But anyway, calories have stayed the exact same, so there's still 2,500 calories a day with 1 refeed a week if I need it. So 200 protein, 270 carbs, and around 68 grams of fat, which is kind of strange. Like you see most competitors having a much higher carbohydrate amount, lower fats, but like I respond particularly well to a higher fat prep. My hormones are better, my fat loss is a lot better, and I just genuinely actually feel a bit better. So that's pretty much how it's all been going. Training's been good. It kind of started off shit just mentally, because I just wasn't really putting in the effort and really thinking about the sessions and trying to really optimize them. So towards the end of the week they started to get a bit better, but that's kind of I just changed my mindset, and it really showed a difference. Also, one more change that happened was we dropped one session out of the week. Also, I started a new program, so I started that for the next week. So I'm now training 5 days a week, and I'm still doing absolutely no cardio whatsoever. And essentially that extra day was just going to be an extra leg session, and so we just cut that out for now, and we're going to do a bit of extra back volume come shoulder day, just to try to kind of fill it out a little bit, because we're actually still progressively gaining the tiniest bits of muscle each week as the prep goes on, which, I mean, it's been like thought that you can't really be gaining muscle whilst you're in a deficit, but if you're optimizing your training, the stimulus is so high, you're getting the right nutrients, you're timing nutrients right, you really can be. It's just a bit difficult, and which I'm kind of happy about, to be honest. Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the update. I hope you've all been well, and stay tuned for the next video, which will be a full day of eating. Cheers, guys. Peace.